Dealer's Insights. And I got the crew back with me. I got some faces that you have seen. I got some faces that you ain't seen in a minute. I got Sticks sitting to the right of me. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mr. Enforcer itself. Then I got Mr. 313 D-Lo. Y'all seen him around. He been on the YouTube channel. You know, he's an artist, Mr. 313. So he come today to share his thoughts and to bring some new music. You see what I'm saying? So, to kick it off, you know, our last episode, what we was talking about empowerment and what it looked like. So I really liked that conversation because people need to know that their voice matters. You know what I'm saying? This is a podcast about raw conversations, real shit to help empower us. So when we're talking about empowerment, I want to set the stage for you by reading this meaning to you. Empowerment is the process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's right. Now watch this one. Empowerment means people having power and control over their own lives. People get the support they need that is right for them. Empowerment means that people are equal citizens. They are respected and confident in themselves and in them community. What they saying, Sticks? What they saying, D-Lo? You know, I have some true and false statements. I got them set up in 3, 5, and 7. 3 of them is core statements about empowerment. All right? First one. Empowerment starts when we are worth and demand respect for our community. Is that true or false, Sticks?
Run that back to me one more time.
All right. Empowerment starts when we know our worth and demand respect for our community.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Why?
Because you got to know when you being finessed or not. If you don't know your worth, then you're going to have a shitty community, and just like you got now, you're going to be breaking your back. Look up, you ain't got nothing at the end.
You want to chime in on that, D-Lo?
Yeah, I feel like that's a yes question for me too, because sometimes when you just doing what you do, people can show you your worth.
Let's give an example.
That's just like me. I'm doing music. I feel like when you do whatever you want to do, people feel like they the best at it. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I feel like I do what I do with the music is good. Mm-hmm. And outside of me, a lot of people say, you really good at that.
Right.
That's giving me more worth to what on top of what I already think. So empowerment. I can empower myself, but sometimes the people can help empower you when they see, you know what I'm saying, good that you already see in yourself.
You got something personal on that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, on what he's saying, I agree with that. I mean, okay. I can't say it no better myself.
I got another one. Empowerment grows when we teach our children that their voice matters. Empowerment grows when we teach our children that their voices matter.
I feel like that's I don't know that approach on that. It's like I feel like it's just something that don't click. Like the voice, it's the voice thing. I think it's better if you teach them what they do matter. Because if you give something a voice without a responsibility and you tell it matter, does it matter really? Feel me? What we talking about? You give a child a voice, you gonna tell me this child got say so in this house? And just because they humans and they could think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though their opinion does matter, you tell me and we'll figure it out. You don't speak out in crowds. You don't run nothing around here.
So what about if you teaching them
Yeah.
about that voice?
Yeah. But I believe you teach them that they voice is powerful. But I believe it's more along the words of what you do, bro. Because you can have a strong voice, and that's the problem with a lot of these communities. And today, you got a strong voice with weak actions. You not stepping how you talking.
The gunshot.
Like
You want to be heard so bad, you willing to say anything, but you not stepping. It's physically impossible for you to do it. Then you don't want to seem like you're wrong, so you don't seek help.
Right.
You feel me? That's just being heard.
What you got, D-Lo?
No, I was gonna say, like he said, you could give them a voice, but with me, it's like I'm gonna give you a voice teaching you, but I'm also keeping in check, so it won't be no problems.
That's correct. And see, I believe in teaching. That's what I have learned. And see, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I just had to go get my grandson from school today, and I had to find out what was wrong before I decided how I was going to discipline him. And when I found out by talking with him that he has a problem with the way they run things and the way that they do things, that means that you know your actions, you know better. You know you have no right doing what you're doing. You just don't like the way they do things, so you want to go home. Oh, no.
Your voice matters, but you gotta, it's what you do.
So I taught him in that process.
Okay.
Because I want you to understand that your voice matters, but this is the way that it goes.
Right.
Mom is at work. I'm in the middle of recording a podcast.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? What
know
you're
you
doing
got
is
to know how to handle your
affecting
business.
what's going on around you. So now I have to teach you the cause and the effect of your actions. Hey, we from 313. We know what that means. And he understood. So that's what I loved about it. My grandson is a first grader. And he was able to explain to me the reason why everything took place.
And that's what I be telling, because these kids definitely smart, and that's the main thing. I don't want to put the wrong narrative in their heads, man. So I pick and choose what I say real carefully.
You supposed to.
Because if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, we might as well give it to them right now and go sit down.
But you have to have...
Give your life to a 10-year-old and go sit down.
What I have learned, y'all, and it was a hard... I'm not going to even say it was hard. It's once I saw it. I was like Cushai. And if you want to know who Cushai is, go to the Old Testament. You'll see. He was a very impatient person. He wanted to do a job, and he didn't get all the information, and he took off before, he got the full message. And it was so disappointing. And through that story, I learned about process. About applying process. And teaching. See, we have to take the time to teach, and that's instructing. I ask you, what would you rather be? Disciplined versus self-discipline?
Yeah.
You see?
I'd rather be self-disciplined.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has a different meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Definitely.
What about you, Sticks?
I'd rather be self-disciplined.
So that means we got to learn, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to accept what we learn,
Right.
especially when it's universal law. See, when it's universal law, it don't change.
No.
But we still win a bucket. What? Go over there and get that SSI check. Because you'll never win against universal law.
Nah.
Never. So go get that SSI check and put me down as your payee.
You like, well, you already teaching them well. We'll get paid for it.
Yeah. All right. To you, Mr. D-Lo. To you, Mr. D-Lo. Hey, man, tell us about some of this new music you got coming out.
Man, got a whole bunch of new music coming out, man. I just been working, staying low key, but it's about to be high key in a minute, man. So keep your ears open. I'm telling you.
Where could they get your streaming music at?
You can follow me on everything at Foreign Exchange D-Lo, man. That's 4NX CHANGE D-Lo, man. That's everywhere.
my joint that I love is called Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. Yeah. Check it out. All right. Let's get back to it. All right, true or false? Empowerment is knowing that poverty does not define potential. What you say, D-Lo? I'm gonna read it again. Empowerment is knowing that poverty does not define potential.
I believe that.
Okay.
Because poverty is just something on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you feel like on the inside is really that matters. So if I don't feel impoverished in my mind, whatever's happening on the outside really don't matter to me.
Okay. And where did that frame of thinking come from?
It's my new way of thinking now.
Okay.
I look at life totally different now. Like when y'all was just talking about gray areas and all that, I feel like there's only gray area if you believe that.
Okay.
Because I feel like whatever you believe in your mind is true for you, not for me. So whatever I believe is true for me, not for you.
Okay.
So that's how I feel.
That's what's up. As above, same as below. What you got, Sticks?
Me, I feel like, yeah, that's a fact. Because poverty is a place. Mm-hmm. Poorly is a thought process. You know what I'm saying? You can be in poverty without being a poor thought, you know what I'm saying, without having a poor mentality. You just in a situation that you got to get yourself out of. But that goes to me saying I agree with the statement shit. You can be in poverty without feeling like you not worth nothing. You could be in the middle of poverty and feel like a millionaire and produce millionaire things. You can produce a better community because of your mindset, not your potential is there. Yeah, you should believe in it. That's why it's potential. If you had it already, you wouldn't be potential, would it?
Right.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's I stand behind. I agree with that statement.
Well, I mean, through life, poverty doesn't define us. I come from poverty. I'm going through it right now.
Robert Taylor.
You know, you see what I'm saying? I think everybody on the show right now understand that poverty. That's what I was digging for.
Oh yeah.
You know, our situations of coming up, it didn't define who we are today. You see what I'm saying? What defined who we are today? We found out that we were empowered, had the capabilities to have confidence, have the capabilities of being what we was told we couldn't be. Because right now in 2025, I'm everything that they said I couldn't. And it's tangible.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's easy too.
Say it again.
It's easy. It ain't hard, it's just time consuming. That's my motto. I wake up to that because I know I could just be like, man, it ain't never gonna happen. Fuck it, let's crash out.
Ooh.
I gotta know. You know what I'm saying?
And they win it. Hey, society and life. They said, I got one.
Man,
hey,
what?
I told you he'd be back.
Hey, you know what it put me in the mind of, though? When you ever see that little picture, the little diamond worker, and it got that tell you can give up now, or you can keep going. Man, listen. I gave up so many times. I ain't got no choice but to keep going, man.
Hey, you know, you said a powerful statement earlier about life is the gray area because we have to figure it out.
Yeah, and it's not gonna stop.
You see what I'm saying? Life is the gray area, especially in this society, the USA society, the society that we're being brought up in. You see what I'm saying? And once we figure it out, life become black and white.
Exactly.
Like it's supposed to be already.
Yeah.
But it's sad that we have to figure it out. See, you shouldn't have to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? We should be teaching one another. That's how empowerment empowers. I had to go and figure it out by sitting down in a prison library at 38 wanting to work on myself. Where'd you figure it out at, Sticks?
Shit, prison cell.
Where'd you figure it out at, Mr. D-Lo?
Man, sitting at home, man, in the dark.
You see? The odds. 2 out of 3. The odds. That's what I want you to see. The odds. You that's watching. Ask yourself the same question. Where did you learn about empowerment at? Where did you learn about self-realization, self-reliance, and strong confidence? You know what I'm saying? Where did you learn these tools at? And are you using these tools today? And matter of fact, are you paying it forward for the next person to be able to use them? All right, I got another one, y'all. I like this true fact. All right, empowerment. What'd you say, Sticks? What'd you say?
I'm listening to you, man. You talking? I like this.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Empowerment is teaching financial literacy so families build wealth and not just survive.
Man.
What we talking about?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Come on, talk to me.
That's offending.
Huh?
That's a fact.
You want me to read it again?
No, I mean, I got it. I know what it is. I agree with it. It's a philosophy I use myself. Because if you don't teach your children how to do it, you just gonna give it back to the ops.
But how many? See, this is what I'm out to change. I'm hoping. You see what I'm saying? How many?
How many who?
On the percentage. You see?
On what?
Let's read it again. Empowerment is teaching financial literacy. How many of our people is teaching their kids financial literacy?
Oh, you got to figure out how many know it they self.
Oh!
But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Ain't
one
a
thing
lot.
we got to stop doing is marking each other and throwing. Because if you walk into a classroom and there's 10 kids in here with helmets on, you're not going to pick on the 2 without helmets. You know it's an illiterate classroom. Either you coming to teach or move on.
Mm-hmm.
You either here to do something or you not, and that's the problem. We got to actually point our fingers in directions or have spots set up where these people can come and walk past even if they don't come in. Walk past, we here. Until then, we just adding to the problem.
I tell you what, man. Nobody taught me the value of money. I had to learn it myself.
Yeah.
But I tell you what.
Can I ask you a question on it? What is the value of money in your perception?
In this society,
Well, in this society.
this is what I'm about to teach you. In this society, you have to have money. Because everything you need to survive, except for the air we breathe, we pay for. You got to pay for lights, water, gas,
Why
rent.
I got to pay for all that?
And if you want to live, if you want to be able to survive, if you want to have a roof over your head.
I know how to build a house. I know how to build something sustainable. It might not be a
still-
whole house, but I can build something sustainable.
Watch this. Hey, watch this, D-Lo. Can you go buy some material with no money?
Hell no, I can chop a tree down there.
And salt and craft them 2x4s yourself.
My homie know how. He gonna help me.
But you need the tools, so you need some money to buy the tools, don't you? Or you gonna make those too?
Man, we gonna rock, hammer, chisel. We been breaking shit all our lives. We gonna figure it out. Give me 2 of my brothers. We can break at least 3 trees down. I got that going.
Hey, what do you think about that, D-Lo?
No, I feel you though, because the way they set it up, man, you do need money, man. It's been messed up from the beginning of time, man. So I mean, I understand he said he could build stuff too.
Nah,
but
I'm talking. You need. I mean, if you gonna play
no,
by
no,
the system rules,
no.
you
I'm
gotta
just
know what
saying.
the
No,
system
I
doing.
understand
But
you say you could build stuff, but
Yeah.
it's 8 billion people in the world.
I'll try to slip that in there.
It ain't happening. So we all need somebody. But hey, that's how they made it, man. So we just it's just the way, like you say, it's just the way of the society right now.
And they have to understand that. And see, I let the young people know to this day. I have a 15-year-old. You see what I'm saying? She get ready to get her checking account, but she understands the value of money.
Yeah.
She saves her money. You know what I'm saying? When she sees something she likes, she goes and shop for herself. You see what I'm saying?
And that's another thing too, y'all. I feel you on that because I be seeing these little youngsters. All BS said these little youngsters run around with meat rolls on them. Like these shorties, shorty pull up on you with 30 out the blue. Look, what you doing, bum? That ain't so nothing. I don't know how they do it.
It's about teaching. To me, it's about teaching, y'all.
Yeah, you got to know what to do with that bread, man.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't care who you is, I'm always teaching you or asking you to invest and learn about self. And then you will know what you want out of life. You see what I'm saying? You have to know who you is. You have to know your highs and your lows. And one of the ways that I got to know myself, and if you've been following the podcast, following my future videos, or my past videos or anything like that, I wrote myself a letter. I wrote myself a letter of the things that I liked about Doug and the things that I disliked about Doug. And in that letter, I was honest with myself. Because one thing I ain't going to do is lie to myself. Mm-hmm. You see?
Can't.
So, and when I got done writing that letter, all the things that I disliked, I started working on. One at a time. Down the list. You know what I'm saying? And it might be time for me to write a new letter. It's been a minute. You know, sometimes we get away from that checklist. You know. So sometimes, you know, some certain things was working for you and you find yourself in life at a crossroads and you feel like chaos is coming on. That's because we done veered from the principle in our checklist. So we have to do a self-check. And if you want to be honest with yourself, you'll see that. And the only thing you can do is change it at that moment because you can't go back and do anything about it. See, that's where that forgiveness come in at. All right. You see what I'm saying? So empowerment is teaching financial literacy so families build wealth, not just survive. Me and the wife, we went on a trip. We always take these historical trips. And I learned about this Moody family. And this Moody family had went into a town and helped build this town during the time of slavery, but he hired black people. But in the story of it, he had his kids. And his kids was 8, 9, 10. And he had a daughter. She was 8. And he taught her business. Went and got her 3 chickens. Taught her how the chickens hatch the eggs. And she took the eggs and sold them in the community. Within 25 years later, she got $1 million business. Selling eggs throughout the United States. If you don't believe me, go look up the Moody family. You'll see the wealth, the generational wealth. See, that's the thing. In those times of the 13 colonies and the Continental War and all those wars, you had them teaching families generational wealth. Something that we don't do. This system is designed for success with generational wealth. If you don't believe me, ask Siri, Google, Gemini, any of them. And go back and look. A lot of those names been around for a long time. I'm talking about empowerment, y'all. So, yeah, we have some doing it. I'm doing it. But on the percentage scale, how are we looking? Are we winning?
No.
Is it 85? Is it 75? 65? I think it's more like 10, 15.
Man.
That's something that we need to get back into. Because we had it at once upon a time. We was doing this. You see about thriving black communities all throughout the United States, all throughout history. So it ain't like it ain't been done.
Oh, you right.
All right, got another one. True or false? Empowerment is giving your youth safe spaces to grow, dream, and create. What you got, D-Lo?
That's definitely empowerment. And I could just tell you, perfect example is just BCB.
Woo!
All the programs you got going on, music, boxing, everything. That somebody who want to become one of the greatest boxers can happen out of here. Somebody that want to become one of the greatest walkway models can happen out of here. A big artist can happen out of here. So yeah, that's definitely important. And I say you doing that already.
Hey, Woke, one of our models here, Woke, is what we say to the kid that has anybody done anything here to you? And they say, no. Well, until then, you treat us different because we coming to you from a place of love. So we don't deserve to be treated like you treat other folks because we ain't did nothing to you to deserve that. So they instantly getting some teaching from the gate. Mm-hmm. Simple. What you got, Sticks?
Yeah, I agree with that. No, but for real, you need somewhere that's a safe space, bro. I don't care what nobody say, because if you don't, you'll create one amongst the chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, what that look like? Creating a safe space amongst the chaos. Share with the people what that look like, Sticks.
A prison cell.
Can you have a mental and a physical prison cell?
Yeah.
Woo.
But you know what's so crazy though? It's all about your perception of it. Because like, if I'm in a situation nowadays and I get overwhelmed, I can envision a small cell that I walk into in my mind. Because when I was locked up, I didn't do nothing but read and be in my cell. You know what I'm saying? And because we was on the deck, so I could hear everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? When I was locked up, I wasn't no heavy motherfucker, but I had people I was responsible for to a certain degree. You feel me?
Right.
So I could hear everything. It's not like I'm just out the loop. I ain't know nothing. I'm pressing my bump. I'm read. That's how I do my time. I read. Most people think I be sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Some people tell you I just slept 5 out of 3 out of 5 years I did. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it was a comfortable space because I tell them, hey, look, George, they know where my shell at. No nobody, you know what I'm saying? I got that space from the outside and inside. I got that security because if this door locked, ain't nobody getting in. But should nobody get that close to me? No way. Without me, you know what I'm saying, really knowing what's going on. But so for me, some days, like I can envision myself because I control this. You know what I'm saying? I know I control myself mentally. So I can envision myself in a prison cell. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's my safe space.
I think that kids learn better when they're in a safe space. I think that they can be themselves. They guards has become down there. They can absorb more when they're in a safe space. When they got to be, I know when my foundation, when I was coming up, you know, my mom moved around a lot, and you know, so my sleeping situation sometimes was not the safest, and then sometimes when I put my own self in some unhealthy situations, you know, there wasn't always I couldn't produce the best because I'm so worried about looking over my shoulder and you know what I'm saying, and I couldn't get what was meant for me to get, you know, so. You know, like you had said earlier about BCB. That's why this place exists, man. This place is a platform for a person dream to become a reality. That's the whole concept of it. To help a person to know that, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. Right. And when you got that type of mantras going on and it growing and it's growing and it growing, it go from 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32. You see what I'm saying? And then you got that going on like that for 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the line. You done created a whole system that know who they are. A whole community that's empowered. A whole community that only own houses, only own businesses. You see what I'm saying? Time. But the only way we can get there is through consistency.
Oh, you right though. just like both of y'all said, like he said, it's about the perspective, and you said how you looking over your shoulders, like I just take moving out here for an example. Coming from Detroit, I look at this as here being a safe space. You feel me? Because when I'm in the city, when I'm in Detroit, it's different. You feel me? It's all type of shit going on. And like he said, and I remember y'all talking about when he said when a guy bumped you, and I remember when I first went back to the crib, a guy bumped me. It was hard, but when I turned around, I knew him. But before I turned around, I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. I'm in the city. Was about to pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't even been in the town 30 minutes. It's about to go down already. But I ended up knowing dude. But that's what I'm saying, though. If that would have happened out here, I would have been like, oh, you know, he ain't talking about nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just my perspective. So,
Right.
And like I say, it's just, I feel like this is a safe space here. So, and it allowed me to grow.
That's what's up. You see? You see the cue, what you said? It allowed me to grow.
Yeah, it did, for sure.
Hey, man, that's facts. That's facts. All right, moving on. Here we go, another one. Empowerment is making sure justice is fair, not one-sided. Ooh. Ooh. What you got, Sticks? Let me say that again. Empowerment is making sure justice is fair and not one-sided.
Nah, I don't agree with that. Hell no. Hey, you know who Donald Trump is? You know who any one of these presidents is? Hell no. Empowerment is empowerment. What you say the definition was the other day? Giving somebody the power to. That don't mean he gonna make sure it's fair. It's gonna be fair for him.
Man, for sure.
That come with responsibility.
Woo!
People gonna railroad you, man.
He's silly.
So we gotta teach them about justice. True empowerment is making it fair.
That's what it should be about. Fair justice.
You see what I'm saying?
People, we know what justice is, but it just ain't fair.
It ain't fair.
So
that's correct. That is correct. That is correct. All right, here we go. Empowerment is showing up at the polls, at school board meetings, and in our neighborhoods. Now we're talking about voting.
Yeah.
I say true.
Yeah.
We do need to do that.
Because
I need
you
to personally
can't, I
do that.
don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
You can't just ignore the system. It is here. So, and we operating within the system. So you got to follow some type of rules. So yeah, you got. I mean, I believe voting is important when it's important. Feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna shit. I mean, it's just like you say. It's not just black and white for me. I feel like we either shooting for a politically correct response, but empowerment is simply empowerment. It's giving the ability to do something about something you don't like, or do something about something you do like.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's about acknowledging the fact that you have the responsibility, if you want to take it on, to do more.
There you go.
But it comes with a responsibility.
That's teaching.
You know what I'm saying?
That's teaching right there. That's teaching. What you say, Mr. 313? What you got?
No, he hit it all on the nose on that one. I ain't got nothing about that one. That's just all facts right there.
Yes, voting does matter. You know, me being a felon in multi-states, I didn't learn about voting and the rights and the importance of it until I registered in the state of Missouri. And I had thought that, you know, once I became a felon, that, hey, you know, regardless if you're on probation or parole, you finish or not, you know, you lost that right. And then when I found out that, you know, you get that right back when you discharge and everything, at least in the state of Missouri. I don't know what state you in. I encourage you to go check it out. But you can get active in politics. They doing it here in Missouri. There's plenty of people down there in Kansas City. I mean, St. Louis, you know, you have people who have been in poverty, people who have been in the justice system that are in politics right now.
So I could be a mayor?
Hey, you sure right.
Oh, they done messed up.
You sure
We
right.
had to do that.
You sure right.
I'm stand on the
You
vote
sure
for
right.
sticks. I stand on the bench. I'm sad, shorty.
Hey, what that say? Vote for sticks, what?
I stand on the business.
I stand on the
Silly.
business, baby.
See, I can get behind that. Yeah, you talking about standing on business.
I ain't gonna tell you nothing they ain't gonna do. At least try to.
All right, y'all. Hey, stay tuned. Look for sticks. Standing on business, baby, at a pole near you. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, y'all, I'd like to thank y'all today, man. We're going to take this little break right here, leave out on this Laughing Master, and wrap this joker up and come back and have another series on empowerment, man. I love talking to the people, y'all. I really need you to be encouraged. I don't care how dark it seems right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to tap into your higher self, tap into your higher power. And if you don't know neither one of those things, I encourage you to go and learn. And you can just simply, by doing that, by writing yourself a letter about you. All right, y'all. You got anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here, D-Lo?
Oh, man, it's just been a good conversation, man. Thanks for having me on today, man.
Hey, appreciate you coming out, baby, with that new music. I hope y'all heard that intro beat on that music, because that's music from D-Lo, baby. Foreign exchange. What you got, Sticks?
Man, the only thing I gotta say, man, is walk right and walk light. It ain't hard, it's time consuming, man. You gotta look down, forward into the future a little bit, see where you wanna be, and make sure you take the steps to get there.
All right, y'all, and if you ever in Jeff City and you like that vintage clothing style, check out my guy, Fly Faster Fashion House, 1127 East Dunklin, Jeff City, Missouri, baby. You know what I'm saying? L Hog, he got you. He got the gear. Check him out. Peace and love from your boy, Doug Wright, a.k.a. DW3. We out.